So hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today I have a video that I believe is so cute. I enjoyed it so much just doing this home, so I really hope you enjoyed it too. But anyways, let's get into this. So I built a house in Brindleton Bay, which is honestly one of my favorite neighborhoods to build in. That like Cape Cod, Hamptons kind of like house is so nice, and I think it translates so well in The Sims, especially as you can see, I'm roofing right now, and the style of roofing, it makes the houses in The Sims look so good. Because if you've ever tried to recreate an actual house on The Sims 4s, then you know it is basically impossible. It is so difficult to do a real life house in The Sims 4. But this type of house, it just translates so good. Like, I really like it. Like, I very much enjoy building in this style. So I hope you like it too. But yeah, one thing I hate about this lot though, about Brindleton Bay, is it has such bad lighting. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's because The Sims does not care about Sims YouTube. Like, they are not gonna do a world where the only thing they think about is literally like what looks good on camera. Where does the sun come from? Poor people on The Sims YouTube, like they're not thinking about that. So I understand. But anyways, like I don't know why it is so weird to build in. But anyways, so this house is, I think it's a 3-bedroom house, and it ended up being like 3 bathrooms as well. I loved it. I did struggle like a little bit with where to put things. I struggle a lot with like open concepts. It's just so much easier to do closed concept. Like, you know where everything is going, and when you're doing open concept, you just have to think like, okay, where am I gonna put everything, and how are the divisions going to work? Because that's kind of like the main thing about this big like open concepts is I don't know how to divide the space. It is so weird to have it look like a house and just not look like literally a bunch of seating just pushed together and a kitchen, which is what I think sometimes it ends up looking like. But in this case, I actually really like it because it's not like it's this house is big and small at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's obviously big because there's the bedrooms are big, like everything is big, but then it's also very like narrow in a way. Like everything is just kind of like crammed inside. You're gonna see it like for example, this kitchen is massive, like literally massive. It is such a big kitchen. I wish I had a kitchen like this. But then you're gonna see it kind of looks weird. I had a lot of fun trying to do the kitchen. I did not know how to lay this out. It was very difficult. Again, not what this wasn't a straightforward build. That's kind of like the thing. I had to really tweak things. I ended up leaving a lot of it in the video. Sometimes I will cut it out because the videos end up being too long. But in this case, the video wasn't that long, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna let people see my mistakes. Because that's another thing when you're watching a YouTuber build in The Sims. They just it's so beautiful, and they cut out all of their mistakes, and you feel so bad because you don't know how to like lay out a kitchen. So I decided to just leave everything on it, and yeah, I think it looks super cute. But I don't know, I'm just having a love affair with kitchens right now. I like them. I started building with CC in like my own gameplay again. I have a very weird relationship with custom content. Like, I come and go. I will download it and love it, and then I decide, you know what, no, I'm just gonna use everything that The Sims has to offer. Especially because when I build on YouTube, like I don't want to have anyone like not be able to download a house, and I think it's maybe easier to just use packs. At the same time, like CC is free and packs are expensive, so maybe that's something that I haven't thought too much. Let me know down below, like what do you prefer? Do you guys like builds where I use CC, or do you prefer more like vanilla type building with lots of packs? I don't have every single pack, so don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna use every single pack, but I do have quite a few. But so yeah, I kind of want to know, like let me know and I will do whatever it is that you want. But yeah, so as you can see, this is kind of like the living room, and this is what I was talking about. Like everything is big, but at the same time, like the living room ends and the table starts. And at one point I was like, what if I just move the table? But then the door was in the center of everything. So yeah, it was very difficult. I think if I had the door somewhere else, maybe it would have been better. But I did not want to like move the door because the door was centered with the house. And that's very important to me because I get really annoying when things are not centered. So that's kind of like why I struggled a little bit with this house in general. But other than that, I think it looks super cute. Like, and the layout in general, it is so good. It has a lot of things. It has a lot of spaces. You can put a lot of skill building objects. Like I put a piano, but you can have whatever you want. Like literally whatever you want in that space, and it's gonna look good because it's gonna be like where your Sims are, but also a little bit on the side. I don't know. I really liked it. Oh, another thing is I put a pet's bed, but then I kind of like didn't put anything else. Like I forgot. Okay, it can happen. I think I'm gonna go back and maybe add some toys or something. I mean, they have a bowl and they have a bed. They don't technically need anything else, but yeah, maybe I'm gonna go back and add some toys for the pets. But yeah, so the way this house works is it has a master bedroom downstairs. I really like doing this. Like in general, in my gameplay, I like to have a bedroom downstairs. Especially like at the beginning when you're playing with just like one sim or maybe two sims, but you know that's gonna be their house, like their forever house, so you just have a floor that's inaccessible. So yeah, I really like doing bedrooms downstairs, and in this type of house especially where you have the upstairs that's kind of smaller because of the roof, it just makes sense to have like a bedroom downstairs. That's just how I think about it. But anyways, this is a massive bedroom again with this duality of the biggest house ever that's not big enough somehow. Here you can see it, like this bedroom, it is, I love it, but it is so big. And this is another thing. When I'm doing bedrooms like for adults in The Sims, I never know what to put. Like I just get so frustrated with things sometimes because I like, it's your house. Of course you're gonna have your things not in your room, but with children and teenagers, it's like, of course you're gonna have things in your room. Like it's your room. I don't know. Maybe I should not overthink it, but I always overthink it, especially when I am doing builds for YouTube. Maybe in my own gameplay, like, yeah, you know what, you're gonna have a builders like that weird thing from the eco lifestyle pack in the middle of your living room and that is it, or in your bedroom. But when I'm building for YouTube, I want things to be like nice and aesthetic for you guys, so I will struggle with it. But anyways, so this is a children's bedroom and I loved it. I don't know, it ended up being like super cute. I really wanted this house to feel real. I don't know how to explain it. Like sometimes when you build in The Sims, because you don't have as much clutter, things are gonna look kind of like empty and weird. And I really wanted this house to look very lived in and have things that felt real and not like aesthetic for aesthetic's sake. And I think I really achieved that with this bedroom. I don't know, there's like a lot of personality and I just really like it. And then this is a room for a teenager. And again, I really wanted to, this is a little bit more aesthetic. But I really wanted to have it feel like lived in and nice and cluttered and have a lot of like personality show through. I always talk about how teen bedrooms are my favorite type of bedrooms to build because I just think that teens have so much personality, and especially like in The Sims 4, I love playing with teenagers. I just think that they have so much to do. It is literally like my favorite life cycle in The Sims 4, without a doubt. There's just so much for them to do, and they're not like young adults because obviously we all know The Sims 4 is game like adult gameplay. Not, I mean not adult. Oh my god, no, that's coming with a new pack. But The Sims 4 is more geared towards like young adults. Like if you have young adults in your game, that is when they're gonna shine. Which like it's fine and it's okay, but normally the way I play it is my young adult Sims, they're gonna be very busy making money and working, which is what I do in my real life. So it's not as fun. And with teenagers, I just gotta like let loose and I have them join clubs and do activities and go to parties at the Bluffs or whatever. So I love playing with Sims when they are teenagers, which is why I adore making their bedrooms and making storylines for them. I don't know, it is super cool. And also, I don't know why I decided that this Sim was a gardener. This Sim has a balcony like all to herself, which I adore. Like it is so cool. The only balcony in the entire house is for the teenager. I love that. Sometimes things will work out that way. But I don't know, I just really loved it, and I thought it was a great place for like parties and have people over. Like maybe The Sims has a lot of friends and they come over and they just sit there in the balcony blowing bubbles or whatever. But yeah, I really loved it. And then I decided to give them kind of like a pool. This is not like the biggest pool, but it is not the biggest lot. This is something that I always find so weird because sometimes the 20 by 30 lots are tiny. Like, I don't know how, but sometimes I will build in a 30 by 20 lot and feel like I need double the space. But then some other times I will build in a 20 by 30 lot and it is massive and I can fit like a mansion on it with a pool and a deck and whatever. And I think this is one of those cases that literally I could fit so many things on it. I don't know how this happened, like but somehow this is like the biggest house ever and I love it and I'm okay with that. But yeah, I decided to give them a pool. This is very much like upper middle class family, just has a big house and a golden retriever and a pool, and yeah, lives a very comfortable lifestyle. Very like traditional family. That's kind of like how I imagine it. I love that type of story in The Sims 4. I will play, like, I do very traditional gameplay. I want my Sims to succeed and be happy and have families. I don't know what that says about me. I'm not gonna go into it. But yeah, I just love that type of gameplay, like suburban family gameplay. So this house was very much up my alley and I loved it. But yeah, I don't know, I really liked it. I'm now doing my favorite part. If you know me, then you know I love landscaping in The Sims. I just love adding 20,000 plants to everything. And that's why I hate building in the desert. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but in my channel generally I never build in the desert because it makes me feel sad not to have flowers. And Brindleton Bay, I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those places where everything grows and everything is like super lush and beautiful and they have a lot of flowers. I don't know, that's just my imagination, based on absolutely like nothing. Uh, but I really liked it, and I loved how everything turned out. Like the amount of flowers and things that are in this garden are just so beautiful, and I'm very happy with how everything turned out. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of like adding some lights and having the house look good for every time of the day. And yeah, we're kind of like coming to an end. I really hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And yes, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.